Well, good afternoon students. A warm welcome to your English class. Well, we'll get along with the continuity of the tenses in your grammar class. Fine. We will go with the tabular form. I have completed your simple present and now we will go with present continuous form of the tenses. So today's class is the present continuous tense. Okay. As we already know, present continuous tense, I have told you previously also, a positive form, a negative form and a question form. You can see here, for present simple, you don't have any auxiliary verbs. You only have the verb form, the V1 form. I start. But here you can say, I am starting. Can you see these auxiliary verbs? I am starting. He is, she is, it is starting. You are, we are. Again for plural, you are, they are starting. And when you change it into negatives, I am not starting, he is not starting, she isn't starting. You must have remembered we have worked out with all these tabular forms. Just for a recollection, I have again put it, students. Now, we have sentences over here. I'm speaking, I'm not speaking, am I speaking? First person. Okay. This is first person singular. You are speaking, you are not speaking. Are you speaking? Are you not speaking? That is second person singular. Next we have plural, first person plural. We are speaking, we are not speaking. Are we speaking? This is first person plural. First person plural. They are speaking, they are not speaking. Are they speaking? Is the third person plural. Now we have third person singular. He is speaking, he is not speaking. Is he speaking? Third person singular masculine gender. She is speaking, she is not speaking. Is she speaking? Third person singular feminine gender. It is speaking, it's not speaking. Is it speaking? Is it not speaking? Is the third person singular, and this is common or neuter gender. So we have a tabular form constructed over here, students, for a better understanding. Now we'll see the definition of present continuous. The present continuous, also called as present progressive, both are same. Present continuous, present progressive, both are same, is a verb tense which is used to show that an ongoing action is happening now. Means at the moment. Anything which is happening now, at the moment. Either at the moment of speech or now in a larger scale. So as I'm speaking, I am teaching English grammar on tenses. Presently I'm doing that. So I am teaching. So we have a continuous form. The present continuous can also be used to show that an action is going to take place in a near future. So can you see the rules over here, students? At the moment, now in a larger scale or a larger sense, or in the near future. Three uses. At the moment what is happening, or now in a larger time. We are having online classes. We are having present continuous. We are having online classes this year due to Corona. Entire year. Means not right now, the entire year. So this is a larger sense. Or a near future. So here, this is how we are going to use present continuous. Read on for detailed descriptions, examples and present continuous exercises. So, to make things easy and to make you understand better, I've made some examples and exercises so that you will be able to understand it. Present continuous forms. I was telling you, students, the various forms of present continuous. We are supposed to use am, is, are for the present continuous. You remember the tabular form. Okay, am, is, are. Am, are, is. So can you see? Am, is, are. So these only will be used. So that is what is the form. So you can see this point. He says, the present continuous is formed using am, is, are plus present participle. Questions are indicated by inverting the subject and am, is, are. Using am, is, are, again we are making questions. Am I to come now? Is he coming tomorrow? Okay, so am I coming? Is he coming? So this is how you ask questions. Negatives are made with not. He is not. I am not. So with not. You already know this. You are watching TV. Are you watching TV? You are not watching TV. So I just gave you the forms. Already we had that in the tabular form. I've explained you. Fine. Present continuous uses. The first rule I've already explained you, students. Right now, at this moment, anything happened. Only in the present. Can you see this? It's happening only in the present. Right now. Use the present continuous with normal verbs to express the idea that something is happening now, at this very moment. Now, at this very moment, it's happening. It can also be used to show that something is not happening now. For a affirmative, you are going to say it is happening now. For a negative, it is not happening now. So you are going to use present simple with am, is, are forms the sentences. You understood it. The next rule, examples. Before going to the next rule, we will go with the examples. You are learning English now. You are not swimming now. Are you sleeping now? I am sitting. I am not standing. Is he sitting or standing? They are reading their books. They are not watching television. What are you doing? Why aren't you doing your homework? Can you see? Affirmatives and negatives. Wherever you find not, remember it is a negative sense. Aren't means are not. So this is negatives. So you are using present continuous right now at this moment instead of why are you watching the television, why are you not doing your homework. Presently what is happening we are talking about. So this is the first rule to use with now. This is the first rule. Use now. We'll go with the next rule. Used to. Usage or used to. Longer action in it's a longer action in progress now. That is why we also call present progressive. What is progressing? Can you see? It's longer action. This is present. Beyond that it is going. Can you see? It's a longer action. It's a beyond present. It's a longer action going on. So, a longer action also is called present continuous. In English, now can mean this second, today, this month, this year, this century, and so on. Now means can be this second, can also be this century, means 100 years. This century. So here you can understand it's a longer task happening. So this month or this year we are having online classes. I just now told you, entire stretch of time. Sometimes we use the present continuous to say that we are in the process of doing a longer action which is in progress. I am working in Sri Ramanuja Vidya Mandir. I'm working many years, but I'm still there in the institution. So it's a progressing. I'm progressing there. So this is called present continuous. Fine. To say that we are in the process of doing a longer action which is in progress. However, we might not be doing it this exact second. This exact second I'm not doing. I'm working here means I'm continuously working for years. So then also I'm using present continuous. So it is not right now what you're doing, but you are doing continuously for a period of time. So that is also present continuous. That is rule 2. Okay, we have examples. I'm studying to become a doctor. 1 second if I study, I don't become a doctor. I have to study for approximate 22 years. I'm studying to become a doctor. I'm not studying to become a dentist. I'm reading the book Tom Sawyer. I'm reading that particular book. I'm not reading any books right now. Are you working on any special project at work? Aren't you teaching at the university now? So can you see this is a lengthier process. It doesn't happen for a second. It happens for years, decades. But still you are using continuous because it's a process going on. Any process going on which is continuously happening. Remember students, it is present continuous. Now the rule 3. Use near future, very close by when it comes. Can you see? Presently I am not using. I am not using in future. But I am using for a near future. I am using for a near future. Sometimes speakers use the present continuous to indicate that something will or will not happen in a near future. Something will happen or will not happen very close by. Very, very quickly something is going to happen. So when something is very, very quickly going to happen, then you are going to use present continuous. I am meeting some friends after work. So you are working and then I am meeting my friends this evening. I am meeting my friends after my work. That's the meaning. So then also you are using present continuous. I am not going to the party tonight. I am not going. Can you see this? Still it did not happen. It is going to happen today night. I am still in the afternoon. After evening, in the night it will happen. But still I said continuous. So something which is very, very close to the future, you can use present continuous. Is he visiting his parents next weekend? Isn't he coming with us tonight? So you can see present continuous used here. Okay, that is rule 3. Now coming up to rule 4. Usage 4, repetition and irritations with always. Now, this doesn't indicate a past tense, a present tense and a future tense, but it always happen. Can you see? It indicates a continuity. Can you see the present continuous with words such as always or constantly, continuously? When you have these words, that shows it's continuing. Always he irritates. Always he is irritating. So you can use these kind of words for present continuous as well as present simple. But remember, when you're using for present continuous, it is going to be expressed in a negative form, not structured in a negative form. Remember students, structured in a negative form means you are going to use not over there. But here without using not, the meaning will come in negative. I will explain you in the examples. First let me go with the definition. The present continuous with words such as always or constantly express the idea that something irritating or shocking often happens. Notice that the meaning is like simple present but with negative emotion. Remember to put the words always or constantly between be and the V1 plus ing. He is always coming. Can you see? Between these two words always must come. He is constantly talking. So when you are using these words between, remember student, he always complains. Is present simple. He always complains. But when you are using continuous form, don't say he always is complaining. It's grammatical error. He is always complaining. He is always coming. Don't say he always is coming. So whenever you are using for always, constantly, continuously, okay, I don't like them because they are continuously complaining. So when you are using a continuous tense, then don't forget to use these words. Okay, you have to use these words between them. You have to separate the ing form and the auxiliary verb. Between that you have to write. Then you can use present continuous. Okay. Time expression. I have already explained you present simple, students. I put it a little side, you can see. Always, every, often, usually, sometimes, seldom, never, first, then. I already explained you. Whenever you see these keywords, these are keywords. Okay? When you are using these keywords, remember they are present simple. Now what are the keywords for present continuous or present progressive? At the moment, at this moment, today, now, right now, listen, look, this summer. I have some more keywords for you, students. You can see here. This, you remember? For present simple, I told every day, every week, every month, every year. Now the keyword is this. This day, this week, this month, this year, this Sunday, this morning means continuous. This one blunt thing what you have to remember, students. Routine, always, often, seldom, never. These are routine. Whenever you'll see those words, okay, this is present simple. Now, right now, today, this morning, this night, at this moment. So whenever you see now happening, can be second, can be year, can be decade, can be century, but it is happening continuously. So when you see that, remember it's a keyword for present continuous. So you can see the keywords now, at present, at the moment, today, and this is very, very important, students. Look, stop, listen, wait, see, oh, ah. Whenever you see exclamations, remember, student, any exclamatory, any interjection is mandatory present continuous. So remember that much. First, just go with this. Just understand the rules, don't mug the rules, but keywords mug. Because whenever you see those words, you will understand, yes, these are present continuous. Okay. Now remember non-continuous verbs, mixed verbs. What are non-continuous verbs and mixed verbs? It is important to remember that non-continuous verbs cannot be used in any continuous tense. A very, very, very important part, student. I just now told you, we have some keywords. Whenever you will see these keywords, remember you have to use present continuous only. But there are some words which will never come in present continuous. It is important to remember that non-continuous verbs cannot be used in any continuous tense. There are some verbs which are non-continuous verbs. and they will never be used in continuous form. Also, certain non-continuous meanings for mixed verbs cannot be used in continuous tense. Instead of using present continuous with these verbs, you must use present simple. Whenever you will see these non-continuous verbs, though you have the keywords of present continuous, though you have the keywords for the present continuous, you are only supposed to use present simple. Example here. Not used in V4 form. These words are not used in V4 form, or you can say non-continuous verbs. Can you see? Non-continuous verbs. These words are non-continuous verbs. These are non-continuous verbs. We call them as non-continuous verbs, or verbs which are never used in V4. V4 means V1 plus ing. We will see what they are. B forms. The first point is B form. You will never say aming, easing, aring, wasing, worring. Am I right? There is no ing form for these. These are verbs. I told you V1, V2, V1 plus ing. Sorry, V1, V2, V3, V1 plus ing. I told you. Every verb has 4 forms. Eat, ate, eaten, eating. So, this is also a verb. I suppose you agree. This is a verb. But still, these words will never have an ing form. You are not supposed to use ing. It's wrong. You can't say aming, easing, aring. This is clear. Everybody understands? It is stupidity to use ing form for this. So we are not going to use for any auxiliary verbs B forms. As I told you, we are not going to use it ing forms for any auxiliary verbs. Okay. Next one, sense. Now you will come to a doubt. Seeing, smelling, feeling, hearing, tasting. We use that. Now when I explain you, some of the students are getting damn confused because grammar itself is like that. But you must have remembered, I have told you, non-finite verbs. You remember, students? Verbs which will not do the action in the sentence. What is a verb? It is an action word. A word which is not taking a role of an action, which appears like a verb, but it is not doing an action in the sentence, but it is doing the action of a noun, adjective, adverb, is called a gerund, infinite participle. You remember? I've told you. Go through my lectures, you will understand. I told you that there are some verbs which appear like a verb, but they will not do the action of the verb, but they will do the action of an adjective or a noun or a gerund or a participle. Okay. Now I'll explain you what. The woman wearing the red sari is my aunt. Sorry. The woman wearing the red sari is my aunt. Can you see this, students? Comma. Is my aunt. Please look into this sentence carefully, students. I actually mean to say the woman is my aunt. Without this, try to read. The woman is my aunt. the woman wearing the red sari is my aunt. Now actually I wanted to say the woman is my aunt, or that woman is my aunt. But for an identity or for a reference, I am telling wearing the red sari. Is the woman standing over there and wearing the sari? No. She is already in the red sari. So here wearing is not showing an action. Can you see this, students? This is not an action. Which is the verb? Is. The woman is my aunt. Means that woman is my aunt. So the verb is. But for a reference I am using a gerund. Wearing the red sari. Okay, so I am using the verb form over here as a adjective. So now you understand. Don't get confused about all these things. One point. Is that word doing action in the sentence or not? Is the woman wearing the sari? No. She is already in the red sari. But why am I using it only as a reference? That woman who is wearing the red sari is my aunt. So I am giving a reference of wearing. So any words which are not doing the action in the sentence and are used as a non-finite. Non-finite means the words which are not, they are actually verbs, but they don't do the work of the verb. Please don't get confused. Listen repeatedly. Do more exercises. You will understand. Please don't get hectic. Don't think, my God, and don't close your brains. Very easy grammar is. I'll explain you. Don't get confused. Only one simple thing. What is a verb? Verb is an action word. Is that word doing an action in the sentence or not? Now when it is doing the action, then it is called a verb. If it is not doing an action, it is called a non-finite verb. Okay, fine. Now, words which are used as non-finite, then it is going to have ing form. Seeing the fire, I ran towards the spot. I ran is verb. Seeing the fire or hearing the noise, I came out of my house. So I am using hearing the noise as a reference. Hearing the noise, I came out of my house. So I came. Came is the verb over there, but hearing is not the verb. I suppose now you understand. There you can use ing forms, but you are not supposed to say, I am hearing you. It's wrong, incorrect. You must say, I hear you. So let us have a look. I've already completed this sentence, this part. Now let us see here. Sense. I am seeing. No. You never say, I am seeing. Sense is always routine. All the time. So now I am saying, after that I will not become blind. It is not that I can't see. Every time I can see. So senses will never have an ing form. When will you use ing form? Only at that moment. Matlab in the past, in the future, you are not going to use it. That is the meaning going to come. So you don't do it. If any sense we have all the time. So it will not have a continuous form. It will only have present simple. Means regular. I see, I smell, I feel, I hear, I taste. Don't say, I am tasting the curry. I taste the curry. Next one, emotions. Love, hate, like, fear, avoid. I am loving you. If you say, I am loving you, that means now only you are loving. In the past you don't love. In the future also you don't love. You always love, no? I am loving you, mommy. No, I love you, mommy. Means all the time I love you. It is not that in the past I don't love, in the future I don't love. Only in the present I love. No. So emotions are continuous. So you will never use over there present continuous. Okay. Emotions always present simple. Vision, appear, seem, look. These are also. You can understand. No. Any sense. Anything which is relating to sense. Think, suppose, believe, agree, consider, trust, remember, forget, know, understand. Mostly people will say, I am understanding you. I understand you. I can imagine. I am imagining. No, I imagine. Mean. own, possess, belong to, contain, consist, be. Don't say I am being. I am ready. Don't use be. Okay. So these are words. Just look into the words carefully. These words will never have continuous form. We have some examples here, students. Can you see? You are not supposed to say she is loving this chocolate ice cream. She loves this chocolate ice cream. These grapes are tasting sweet. No, these grapes taste sweet. I am thinking you are wrong. No, wrong. I think you are wrong. She is seeming sad. No, she seems sad. He is having a cell phone. Wrong. He has a cell phone. So whenever you come across these words, remember students, you are not supposed to use ing forms. Repeatedly go through, you will be able to understand. Now you have an exercise, students, here. You have to use present continuous. Can you see, students? My son dash his lessons now. You can see, you can see the word now here. Keywords. Again, right now. Keyword. My son dash his lessons. You have to use the word forget. Dash sleep, because it's a question mark. I used even the subject in the bracket. You have to make a sentence. You have to fill in the blank. Jason dash his homework at the moment is a keyword. Tom prefer a project nowadays is a keyword. Whenever you'll see the keywords, you only have to use present continuous. Look is a keyword. Stop is a keyword. But at the same time, in the words, whatever I'm giving, see if those words are used in the V4 form or not. I gave you some words list. You just check it, and if they are there, then you are not supposed to use in present continuous. You're supposed to use in present simple. So please be careful about it. Then we have my wife dash today is a keyword. This morning is a keyword. Tom and I dash, I forgot to put, dash the fence this morning. My children, again I forgot to put the dash here. My children dash not listening to the radio now. Oh, this is a keyword. Selena dash tea now. My father dash a big house now. Okay. Which book dash you read nowadays? So these are the keywords. You can see, students, and even in spite of those keywords. Now because we are working only with present continuous, no doubt you will be writing present continuous, but one careful thing is you have to see if the words which I gave you, the verbs which I gave you, are there applied in ing form or not. You have to check. Are there V4 forms, or are there non-continuous forms? You have to see. If they are non-continuous form, then it will be in present simple. If it is continuous form, then it will be in ing form. So that you have to see, and you have to fill with affirmatives, negatives, interrogatives. Try to do it. Then we will go for the answers in the next class. Thank you, students. Have a nice time.